We are now in January 2021 and I owe all of you guys a market update, just so that way we could kind of know what's been going on in December 2020 and also what's happening right now in January 2021. So without further ado, let's talk. So if you see right here, these are all the homes that are for sale, that have sold, new listings that's come on market for January 2021. You can see that there was a negative 28% change. New listings dropped also 23% compared to November. That is a lot of homes that's not being listed on the market, and winter was definitely a slow winter this year. Normally around that time is when buyer demand is the highest, because every buyer assumes that the market has less demand, there's going to be more inventory, more options. Not the case at all, as you can see right here. And sold homes decreased about 5% compared to November, as you can see from this chart right here. And if you're gonna look at today's stat, which bear in mind, because it hasn't been a full month of January yet, we're only like in the mid month, these numbers are gonna change drastically. Now if you look right here, based off of today in January, you can see that homes for sale are still negative 26%. Okay, there's a decrease compared to December. And then new listings also went down 18% compared to December. Sold homes, 53% decreased. Okay, because there's not too many inventory. There's not a lot of options to choose from. And sellers just don't want to put their homes on the market because of the uncertainty with Rona. Now let's go on over to the days on the market. If you look on the days on the market, it's still under 17 days based off of December. So the moment you put your home on the market, it's gonna take average 17 days for it to completely sell and close. The sold and original list price difference right here, it's no change, meaning that if you were assuming that because it's slow or because there's not a lot of inventory and sellers are not getting what they're asking for, this is basically debunking that. 100% of sellers are getting what they're asking for, or if not higher. And if you're looking at today's numbers, it's saying that it's an average 18 days for a home to be sold based off of today's number compared to last month. Again, it may change when the full month report releases, so take that with a grain of salt. This is the days on the market, okay? As you can see, it's been going down. It's been going down. All right, average price sold. So December clearly states that there's been an increase of 6% compared to November. Today, there's been a 3% increase. Active just means that that's the price sellers want. Okay, that's the price that they're listing the home for sale at. The sold price, right, for today's number is actually 1% decrease. Okay, so that's the sold price. The average kind of went down based off of today's number. For last month, as you can see, there wasn't really much of a change. Price didn't really sell that much higher, so it was no difference there compared to last month. Months of inventory. Now this is going to determine how much inventory we have, and we are at a negative 35% in December compared to November. That is very low, y'all. If you look at today's number, yeah, it says 2 months worth, but again, it's not a full month yet, so it's not really accurate, because once the full months come out, then we will have a better clarification on how many months worth of inventory we're in. If you look at the chart, you can see, look, we were at almost 2 months worth, but that was like in May of 2020, and look how it's been going down. 0.9, 0.7, 0.7, 0.6, 0.7, 0.6, and now we are in 0.4 months worth of inventory. So yep, we are still in a seller's market, unfortunately. So for all you buyers out there, this is of course bad news, because buyer demand is still high, which is going to cause prices to continue to rise, like what you've been seeing right here. You know, the average active price has gone up 6%. Just so that we're clear, all of these data are based off of single family homes in the Sac County. If it's not in Sac County, or if it's a condo or a townhome, it's not going to be part of this data. So if you're not in this county, then your market, of course, obviously it's going to change and be different. So how do I feel about all of this? I honestly feel like because rates are still low, I think buyers are still going to want to buy a home. Therefore, the demand is going to stay the same. There's not going to be any changes in that. And with inventory being lower, sellers are going to get what they want when it comes to the asking price. And there's still going to be multiple bids. There's still going to be multiple bids. And like what I've been telling you, if you're a buyer right now, you got to be competitive. If your pre-approval only allows you to buy up to $350,000, look at homes at $320,000. So that way it gives you a little bit of leg room to compete and overbid, at least. So that's my recommendation. If you're really wanting to buy a home and you need to buy a home this time around, those are the terms, and there's really no way out of it unless you don't need to buy a home and you're just buying because you want to buy a home. Then wait it out, so that way the competition kind of weeds down a little bit more. Some of you guys are probably asking, is it a good time to buy? I would say it really depends, okay? If you have savings, and if buying a home right now, you're willing to compete and overbid, then, you know, by all means, buy a home. But if you don't have any savings, and if you buy a home, it's going to make you house poor, you're going to be handicapped and disabled, you're not going to be able to do anything anymore after you make that purchase, then maybe you might want to wait a little bit longer, so that way there's more options on the market as far as inventory goes. And so that way you could decide whether or not moving forward with the purchase makes more sense or not. So those are my thoughts. What would you guys like to know more regarding these market updates? I make these market update videos once a month just to keep you guys informed about what the market looks like here in Sac. But what else did you guys want to know more about these videos? Maybe I can make changes to my market update videos next month. So comment down below, let me know what you guys think. But I think I'm done talking for today's video, so I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.